adventures.
Here's a challenge for you. Let's pit a Staccato 45 ACP 2011 against a good old H&K USP 45 Tactical. Now, obviously, I am a huge H&K fanboy. I will admit it. I don't think it gets better than a USP 45 Tactical. It's simply my favorite firearm, one of the top two favorite firearms in my collection, but I will admit this 2011 feels sweet. The slide is buttery smooth, and obviously it's going to have a better feeling trigger than an old school USP trigger, but will it be as reliable? I have never had an H&K USP jam on me, fail on me. I've had Glocks fail on me. I'm a Glock fanboy, and I've had Glocks jam on me. I've never had a H&K jam on me, knock on wood. I think that's huge because I've owned a good number of them. I have had problems with the Staccatos I've tested. So I do have my doubts about the Staccato. I'm hoping the USP wins, but this may have a chance. The trigger is going to feel better, that's for sure. So let's take a close look at them, take them to the range. We're going to shoot them back to back, and I'll give you my final thoughts. Well, here they are side by side. I have to admit the H&K USP Tactical is thinner, and boy, I like the ergonomics better of that little bit thinner grip, but the Staccato slide obviously feels like butter. It does feel a little better. The trigger feels a million times better. 3-pound trigger. Obviously, a USP doesn't have a 3-pound trigger. I do have more barrel length with the tactical barrel. This is 5.09 inches versus the 5-inch barrel, and I'm going to get more power without the comp. So these are aftermarket, I think, Mepro sights, but they are night sights and they are steel. So I don't think either sight is better, but obviously this has an optic. I know a guy who cuts USPs for the Acro. I can put an optic on this, and to tell you the truth, I probably will put an optic on this, so I'll have it cut. I put a suppressor on it, and it's just amazing. Obviously, the capacity is more with this. You get like 3 extra rounds. Weight-wise, it's a little heavier, but definitely a fatter grip. Let's just take them to the range, see who wins. All right, Staccato DVC-P versus the H&K USP 45 Tactical Winchester white box. We're going to chrono them just for the fun of it. We're going to check how they function, how the recoil is. I'm going to give you my final thoughts on who I think the winner is. First of all, I got 14 rounds in this. It can hold 15, but it was pretty hard to stuff that last mag in there, that last round in the mag, so I didn't do it. So we are rolling. Let's shoot them. Okay, we are rolling. Okay, we are rolling. Let's shoot them back to back. .861. Okay, the Staccato had a problem there, so that's not good. It started to jam going on the feed lips, and then it corrected itself like 3 seconds later and shut. So I consider that a malfunction. Ooh, it did it again. I don't want it to fire out of battery. Okay, so we had 2 malfunctions in the Staccato. It's SIG's fault. Let's try the H&K 45 USP Tactical. I can tell you right now it's not going to malfunction. So 848 was the last reading on that. I expect to get better with this. 903, haha. 884. definitely handled the recoil with that brake better. My shooting was a little bit better with this, but not by much. Even with this horrible trigger with the long pull, I'm still very comfortable shooting this. A little more felt recoil, but more power. I guess for a range toy and plinking, this would be better, but every time I will choose a USP. This is a true tactical weapon. This is something you could use as a tool. The coating is better, the internals is better, it's gonna last longer. And this had two malfunctions where it wasn't closing, the bullet was holding up on the feed lip. Even with 2011s, that is a problem with the magazines and the ramp system. So that was a fail. So the H&K wins by a big margin. Let me know what you guys think. Yes, I am an H&K fanboy, but this is way better of a weapon than the Staccato that costs a lot more. Not by much, because these are still $1,200, but this thing is probably, you know, close to 2,000. H&K wins. What do you think?
My name is Chuke. I like to trade my guns just for fun, but now I have none. Oh, no, get shot by a bear, but I don't care. I got a 10mm. Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. Watch you all die every time.